Hey guys, Cain Mack back here for the video. Guys, we have another Madden 18 blog that came out. This is actually going to be the Madden mechanics blocking. So this is going to be, for the offensive line and stuff like that. Running back blocking, tight end blocking, that kind of stuff. So players have asked for a variety of improvements in the trenches, and Madden 18 delivers. Only focus was providing tools to the players so adjustments could easily be made to counter opponents' tendencies and increase variety in defensive play calling and disguising. There's also a heavy emphasis on players and unit ratings. Below are some highlights of these feature sets. ID the mic. One of the most common pieces of feedback received from our community was, if I know my opponent is blitzing, I know who's going to come in free and give me the tools to adjust the blocking to pick it up. Thus, the ID the mic was born. But before explaining it, let's first provide some context about pass blocking system we use in Madden. While most NFL teams have a variety of different pass blocking schemes, we currently take rules from all of them and have a hybrid pass protection philosophy. Built primarily upon base protection rules, these schemes adapt on flies to take account for all defensive alignments, different protection adjustments such as slide and play action protection, as well as updating the rules dynamically to account for blockers being added or taken out of protection via hot routes and audibles. What is base protection? Base simply means the 5 offensive linemen will target the 4 down defensive linemen plus the mic linebacker, the mic being the second defender off the ball from the second side, not necessarily always the middle linebacker. When extra blockers are added like running backs or tight ends, they will then be responsible for the weak side linebacker, or the Sam, strong side linebacker. If slide protection is used, then the offensive line will shift the targeting to either the Will or Sam based on the direction chosen by the user, while the running backs, when they are in protection, will block the mic. So pretty much, if you slide your offensive line, they will go for the Will guy. They will go for the Will linebacker. And then with that, if you do block your running back, he'll always go for the mic. When ID the mic does. What ID the mic does allow users to take this base protection and choose any defender on the field as the mic or the 5th target of the offensive line, especially a spotlight. It uses a spotlight tool that allows the players direct protection to any defender on the field and treat that player as the mic using our base protection principle. So pretty much, when you ID the mic, you can choose one player on the field, and let's say, they're blitzing their safety. They have a certain blitz where the safety comes in untouched. Then you can identify him as the mic, and your guys will actually protect better against that safety. How it works. If you think the nickel is blitzing and the middle linebacker is dropping the coverage, open up the pass protection adjustments menu in the pre-play using LB or L1 and hit A or X to identify the mic. Then move the M icon with with the D-pad or the left analog stick to nickel who is showing blitz and lock in on him with A or X press. You'll now set your protection to account for the most dangerous threats on the line of scrimmage, plus the defenders you believe is rushing. Note that this only works on passing plays, but can also be used in run plays to bluff your opponents. Using this tool, however, does carry risk. If you're wrong and you direct your protection to the wrong side of the actual pass rush, you can carry a high risk of getting sacked by an unblocked rusher when you have not accounted for. The ID the mic feature brings a whole new system, a whole new strategy to defensive play. Calling and forcing players to disguise their pressures using a variety of alignments and play calls to keep the offense guessing. All this while meeting the community request for a pass protection tool is to pick up any blitz that the defense can throw at you. That's a lot, guys. So pretty much, let's say, if they are doing a certain blitz over and over and over again, you can identify the guy who always comes to the A or B gap, and you can stop him. You can tell your offensive lineman, protect against that guy. Now, the issue is, let's say they flip that play and they blitz from the other side. Well, if you keep thinking that they're going to come to the left side, they're going to get a free blitz on the right side. And it's not only going to be because of this, crazy blitz they're running. It's also going to be because of the fact you're not protecting at all to the right side. So, in addition to an offensive lineman awareness, in addition to new pass protection tools, another common ask is about offensive line chemistry and awareness as a unit. In Madden 18, the awareness of the whole offensive line will now impact their ability to recognize and pick up blitzes. The higher average awareness rating of the offensive line as a unit, they better Oh, my bad. The higher average awareness rating of the offensive line as a unit, they are better at recognizing and reacting to blitzes that come up over the course of a game, including the always tough zone blitz schemes. All players like to create by dropping defensive linemen into coverage while bringing heat off the edges. This feature starts to activate when the average awareness score of the 5 offensive linemen reaches 80. The ability to recognize blitz scales and 80 rated O-line will be able to recognize about 5% of the time, where an O-line averaging a 97 or higher awareness will recognize the pressure on every single pass play. But there's a catch. Any offensive lineman that tells you that the unit's always good as a center, thus the center's awareness rating counts 2 times relative to everybody else, and his rating will modify the total average up or down by the replacing the awareness rating of the lowest rated lineman in the unit. If you want your O-line to play together and recognize these heaters in protection, you're going to want to make sure your critical cog in the middle is the best player and on the same page. This extends to running back when in protection. While not calculating as part of the offensive line awareness score, any pass blocking running back will have the same ability to recognize a blitz and react to it faster as if his awareness is better. The unit awareness in Madden 18 will make it crucial to pay up for the awareness rating in MUT salary cap, keep the offensive line strong in MUT ranked and MUT drafts, and stay on top of awareness progression in franchise mode, or suffer the consequences of having a unit that's not on the same page when picking up blitzes. Tunings and improvements. And to respond to a lot of valuable feedback from our players, we have made a whole host of other improvements on the blocking front to improve the gameplay experience and offer more balance in the trenches. Here's a quick rundown. Block sheds. Okay, this is going to be a lot, guys. Block shedding have tuned with a heavy emphasis on ratings and scheme. In the pass blocking, only edge rushers using a power move or finesse move with a rating of 90 or higher will have the ability for a super win when rushing on the edge. The difference in these ratings compared to the block shed blocker's pass block will determine the frequency of these wins. In the run game, the matchup delta between the blocker and defender will determine both the speed at which a block shed can occur and frequency. The tuning has been heavily weighted to favor elite players on both sides of the ball. However, the only time any outcomes will be 100% is when a player has 50-point average on each side. So there will always be a rare chance of an elite player getting beat on occasion. So meaning it's possible to stop an elite pass rusher. It's just really, really difficult. The strength rating also matters more than ever in Madden 18. It's now determined that the defender ability to get away from the blocker, not shed through the blocker. The difference in strength versus strength will determine when a defender can get out of a grasp of a blocker when wanting to move away from the blocker. So the strength is going to matter in that scenario. So let's say your left end's about to pass or get let's say he's running to the left here, right? He's trying to get around the right tackle where the halfback is on the outside. He gets around the right tackle. The strength rating is going to matter when your guy's trying to pull off that block and go for the running back. Now, if your offensive lineman has really good strength and the defensive lineman doesn't, he's going to be able to kind of like hold him there. Not to a point where it's holding, but just to a point where it's going to, stop him from getting to the running back. Or at least delay him a little bit. Impact blocking. With the addition of block sheds on offense and the blow up submarine the blocker mechanic on defense, both offense and defense players will now be rated in the impact category. This rating will be used in a formula with body weight and movement speed for both blockers and defenders. Determine the outcomes of moving blocks when the defender or the blocker or defender is running faster than the jog speed. Running the ball versus a weak box. In Madden 18, we expanded our logic around defenses stopping the run when using sub-defenses such as dime, dollar, and quarter. If the offense is in a run formation and running a hard ball, downhill run plays against a defense with a very few defenders or a lot of defensive backs in the tackle box, the defenders will have a hard time stopping the run plays. In many cases, a lot of defenders will end up getting pancaked. This applies to the pass commit adjustment versus the run formation when dropping defense alignment into coverage against a run formation. So pretty much if you're trying to drop all your guys into coverage and you're playing FAG D, which is what does that stand for? It's like mass protection defense, pretty much. Oh no, it's first and goal defense. That's it. That's why it's called FAG D. If you're playing FAG D and you're trying to, drop everyone in coverage, pass rush nobody, and they just run the ball up the middle, most likely they're going to get a lot of pancakes, especially if the box is not stacked with your guys. If you have the guys, in purple and blue zones on the right sides of the field, they're running right up the middle. Your guys, your cornerbacks maybe, or guys in the middle, they're going to get pancaked. Running back pass blocking. The logic for pass blocking running backs have been updated to expand their ability to scan across the entire formations, as well as keeping them in the backfield longer, so they will have less likely to attack targets at the line of scrimmage, giving them more time to react to more dangerous threats as they appear. Improved logic for running backs lets them react to pass rushers who have shed the offensive line. Allowing scanning, running backs will be able to block unblocked players on either side of formation. Adjusted tuning to cut blocking and block sheds with a heavy emphasis on the rating matchup between the two players. Open field blocking and lead blocking. The logic for blockers in the open field have been improved, including wide receivers, downfield pulling blockers, and lead blockers out of the backfield, and screen blockers. Added a new most dangerous man assignment for wide receivers on certain running plays, where they target safeties or outside linebackers who have dropped into overhang positions, down in or near the tackle box to rejoin the run fit, instead of targeting the cornerbacks assigned to them, so aligned over them. Made wide receivers more aggressive in finding blocks on the field in the run game, and after pass completions. Improved logic for pulling blockers and lead blockers out of the backfield to retarget to less dangerous threats, and improving keeping them on their assigned path to block for the ball carrier. Improved logic for blockers out on screen plays to retarget less and be more decisive in going for their initial targets. Wow. Yeah. So that was Madden 18's blocking mechanic. Blocking and defensive blocking, technically, it's like both sides in a way. But yeah, this is definitely interesting, guys. My thoughts and opinions, this is going to be, I want to say right now, all about skill this year. And I'm loving that so much, and I hope that that is not wrong in any kind of way, and they remain on this path, because I like this path. I like it that you have to do everything to really, you can't just push one button and be good. Because this is going to make a lot of people who are just, no offense, but, I'm not the best of the game, but a lot of people who just kind of go in the game and spam and do this kind of crap that's really annoying to play against, they're less likely to play, because this is actually going to take skill to be good at this game. which means there's going to be a lot of labbing. And this year I actually really want to get really good at this game. I really want to get, really amazing at this game. And I feel like the way to do that is going to be by doing a lot of labbing, doing a lot of this kind of stuff, and learning this and being a pro with this kind of stuff. So, guys, thank you so much for watching. Definitely, if you enjoyed this video, make sure to like button, subscribe, channel if you're new. Very interesting, guys. I'll see you.